You're tolerated because you're harmless. It hurts, doesn't it? I know. But Machiavelli is here to save you. They call you a nice person, and you smile, thinking it's a compliment. But look around. The ones who run your life are ye difficult ones. The ones who earn more are the inconvenient ones. The ones who get heard are the complicated ones. And you're just tolerable. Your kindness has become your prison. And the worst part? You locked the door yourself. Machiavelli warned us 500 years ago. Men judge more by the eyes than by the hands. And what do they see in you? Someone who will never cause problems, someone who will always give in, someone disposable. Your kindness isn't a virtue. It's fear dressed up as politeness. In the next part, I'll show you how you were programmed to be invisible and why it's destroying your life. The programming of the invisible. You learned too early that your presence was a burden. Lower your voice. Don't cause trouble. Be a good boy. Each phrase was a chain. Each compliment for being calm was a sentence. You weren't raised. You were domesticated. And now, as an adult, you still ask for permission to breathe. You still apologize for taking up space. You still turn your no into a maybe out of fear of hurting someone. That's not kindness. It's conditioning. You became an expert at reading other people's moods before speaking, at measuring every word so you don't offend, at disappearing the moment you feel your presence might be inconvenient. The result? You exist, but no one sees you. Machiavelli would say, "He who always wishes to be good will surely come to ruin among so many who are not good." You are ruining yourself, gently, silently, completely, and that has to stop. Now, in the next part, we'll talk about the real cost of your politeness and why becoming a difficult person might be the only way to save yourself. If you like philosophy with a touch of human psychology and questioning about all things, subscribe to the channel, or at least like this video.
The price of politeness. Have you noticed? The most polite people are the least respected. The kindest are the most used. The most understanding are the most forgotten. That's not a coincidence. It's a strategy. The world needs people like you. It needs those who say yes when they should say no. It needs those who swallow their anger to keep the peace. It needs those who sacrifice without complaining. You are fuel. Fuel for other people's dreams. And while you take pride in not being a burden, others are building empires on the back of your kindness. Your boss knows she can overload you. Your friends know they can cancel last minute. Your family knows you'll always forgive. Why? Because you never charged the true price for your availability. Machiavelli once said, "It is necessary to be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. But you're neither a fox nor a lion. You're a sheep. And sheep are lunch." But what if I told you that you can change that today? In the next part, I'll teach you the first lesson that will shift how the world sees you, starting with one word you forgot how to use. The word you forgot. No. That's it. 2 letters that can rewrite your entire life. But you're afraid of it, aren't you? Afraid of being called selfish, afraid of losing friendships, afraid of disappointing others. so you make excuses. I can't because I really wanted to, but if it were another day, lies. You can. You want to. You're just scared of being direct. And that's the trap. When you can't say no clearly, the world hears maybe, and maybe always turns into yes in other people's mouths. Machiavelli was surgical. He who lets go of what is done for what should be done walks toward ruin. You are neglecting your own life for what you should be doing for others, and that is ruin. Emotional ruin, mental ruin, existential ruin. But there is an antidote. A clean no. No explanations, no guilt. I can't. I don't want to. No. Period. In the next part, I'll show you why this change will scare some people, and why that's exactly what you need. The necessary shock. When you start saying no, some people will be shocked. Wow, you've changed. Why are you being so cold? You didn't used to be like this. And they're right. You have changed. You stopped being useful and started being real. And that's going to bother people, especially those who got used to using you. You want to know the clearest sign that you're on the right path? When emotional parasites start complaining about your new attitude. Because when you stop handing out free emotional dog food, only the ones who genuinely care about you remain. Not about what you do for them, about you. That's the cleanup your life needs. Brutal, but necessary. Machiavelli warned, "Men are so simple and so obedient to immediate needs that the one who deceives will always find someone willing to be deceived." You let yourself be deceived. For years, you believed that being used was the same as being loved, that being convenient meant being valued. But now that you've woken up, it's time to show your teeth. Not to attack, but to make sure you're not attacked. And that changes everything. In the next part, we'll talk about the exact moment you stop being invisible and finally start existing. The moment of existence. There's a moment, an exact moment, when you stop asking for permission to exist. It's when you realize that your kindness isn't saving anyone. It's just slowly killing you. It's when you understand that being nice didn't make you better. It made you smaller. It's when you finally accept you don't have to be perfect to be respected. That moment is terrifying because it means letting go of the person you pretended to be to finally meet the person you truly are. And the real you has opinions, has desires, has limits, has bad days, has the right to be angry. The real you isn't some always available, always smiling, always understanding character. The real you is human. And being human makes people uncomfortable. Because real humans aren't predictable, aren't controllable, aren't disposable. Machiavelli knew it is better to be feared than loved, if one cannot be both. Not feared for cruelty, feared for authenticity. Because when you're truly authentic, the world no longer knows how to manipulate you. This is your liberation. In the final part, I'll give you the map to escape this golden cage and finally live as the protagonist of your own story.
The map to liberation. The way out is simpler than you think, and more terrifying than you'd like to admit. Stop asking, what will they think? Start asking, what do I think? Stop explaining your choices. Start simply making them. Stop apologizing for how you feel. Start honoring your feelings. Stop being convenient. Start being real. That's it. No magic formula, no 30-day course, no life hack. Just one decision: to stop playing the role of a good person and start being a person. It'll be hard at first, because you were trained to please, because you're afraid of being alone, because you don't know who you are without the mask. But there's something Machiavelli didn't tell you, and something you'll discover once you stop hiding. You're far more interesting than you think. Your anger has a reason. Your no has meaning. Your presence has value. And when you finally show up, the world will stop to look. Not because you became a difficult person, but because you stopped being an invisible one. And people who truly exist are impossible to ignore. The choice is yours. Keep being tolerated, or finally start being respected. Machiavelli dealt you the cards. Now it's your move.